Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And this deck was brought in by DanMcSharp. It's a Golgari contract deck. So Liliana's contract, 5 true mana cost. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you draw 4 cards and lose 4 life. Tons of value there at the beginning of your upkeep. If you control 4 or more demons with different names, you win the game. So we have our demons, Demon Lord Belzenlock, we have Doom Whisper, Demon of Catastrophe, Spawn of Mayhem, and then the Rite of Belzenlock. Those are really the only ones that we have, so it's pretty hard to make happen. But we have a bunch of other things that are kind of working with the combo as well. And so as you see, it's kind of like a secondary win condition with this deck. For the most part, we're just kind of like Goglari Midrange. We have the Wildgrowth Walker, we have the Merfolk Branch Walker, Jadelight Ranger. We have Journey to Eternity, which is so fun with this deck, being able to sacrifice anything with Demon of Catastrophes that has this on it, as well as, just like our Vicious Offering to sacrifice as well. But overall, this deck is pretty fun. We do have Command the Dread Hordes in here as well. The one thing I'm thinking that we could also bring in is just other demons. I'm just not sure exactly the best way to do that. Maybe we can squeeze in one Villas real quick, just for the fun of having the Villas in the deck. I'm not sure what we cut down though. Maybe it's one Find Finality. Let's go for one Find Finality, I suppose. It's probably not the best way to go, but we want a little bit more fun and a little more demon into this. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this does, and wish me luck.
Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to FusionGamingOnline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below.
All right, up against Lord Orcus. Bring it on, bring it on. All right, so Golgari contract. So we do have a lot of... Ooh, we got to mulligan that one. We have to have green mana in this opening hand. That's butter. That's definitely butter. I think we're dropping down the Demon Lord Belzenlock, though. Just going for the Journey to Eternity, maybe even sacrificing this guy. So yeah, keep this Demon Lord to the bottom. And hopefully we find some stuff along the way. But even Wildgrowth Walker into Journey, not a terrible play. Not the bestest, but not terrible. Anyway, I know that I've been looking at doing some like more rotation-proof type of decks, but at the same time, I still think that there's some cards out there that we need to still let shine. I'm excited though for Historic. I really hope Wizards does Historic right. If they don't, I'm gonna be frustrated. But and the biggest difference I think will happen is if Historic, if they will give us a chance to, what am I trying to say? Actually play our cards consistently. Like, so the biggest thing that Wizards can do incorrectly is not let us play all of our cards throughout the whole time. Doing it just as an event rather than something that's a consistent thing. That's what I'm trying to say. If they can make sure that Historic is a consistent format, then I will be so happy. If it's just something that's like, oh, we're going to do an event that's Historic, that would be awful. Terrible idea. All right, do they have a Lightning Strike here? Is that what they're shocking themselves for here? If not, we can get the Journey to Eternity and then hopefully Vicious Offering on the next turn. Okay, Chandra's Embercat. All right, Woodland Cemetery into the Walker being buffed, and no attacks. We'll just keep it back as a blocker. Use Vicious Offering to bring it back, get some value, get an extra land, and hopefully we find something that we can actually play before long. The nice thing about all this Explore stuff is that we can keep throwing stuff into our graveyard as well. Like things that we might want back with Journey to Eternity. Just get into the graveyard, keep going. And it's really fun with this. Ooh, all right. What you got? It only works for Chandra or elemental spells. Are you trying to play an elemental spell? Risen Reef. Keeping up the blue mana. Interesting. All right, has the Scry. So there is a possible like Spell Pierce here. This is instant speed, right? A Woodland Cemetery. We have drawn a lot of lands. We would like for that to not be the case any longer. All right, let's go ahead and swing in. The nice thing about Vicious Offering is that even if they have a counter, we can fire this off and still be in pretty good shape. So let's go ahead and pass the turn. We can bring this back to block as well. What else you got? Scampering Scorcher. All right, well, let's... I guess I wait until they attack. Okay, so Vicious Offering, Kicker, sacrifice a creature. So target you, sacrifice this creature, yes. And block the Scorcher. Down to 16 and another Journey to Eternity. I mean, I guess that's something we can play, but man, this is awful. This is just creature cards too. And this is so terribly flooding out. So no attacks now, pass the turn. We get to have at least blockers for all these guys. And let's see what you got. Do you have an Omnath? Omnwrath? I'm playing this mostly just to have a little bit more protection for our one blocker. So even if they kill Wildgrowth Walker here, we at least get something back on board. Keep whatever, doesn't really matter. And I mean, we can keep bringing him back as a blocker. That's cool, I guess. For the love. How many lands is this off the top? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these kind of count as 8 and 9 off the top 11 cards. 9 in the first top 11. I mean, I understand these aren't actually land cards, but man. What is up with this crap? All right, pass the turn. See what you got. They can start putting counters onto things with lands, but they didn't play a land last turn either. So this is probably a land. It'd be pretty ridiculous if it wasn't, yeah. For them. All right, got the reefer. He paid the 2 for it. Love it. Love it. Great job. Yep, gets to grow some more stuffs. Since we have like nothing else we're doing, let's just put a stop on the end step. We're going to block with Wildgrowth Walker on anything big. Yeah, just block here. We could block one of these guys, but and maybe that is better in the long run, but we also would have dropped so low there. All right, come on. Give me something. You got to give me something here, deck. If this is another land... we know that this is completely rigged. Or it's not, I don't know. Another Wildgrowth Walker! We drew something. Alright, no attacks, pass the turn. And I mean, we can stay alive for another while. Gets another land, good for you, good for you. Plays it on the Risen Reef so it can start swinging in. We're actually not going to block that. Ugh. All right, so let's bring this back. We just have to stay alive. So this is 6. Man, that's 11 there. So yeah, we just chomp. So 6. 7 damage comes through. That's fine. We can take that. Down to 4. I mean, I guess that's exactly what we need. So let's go ahead and swing in. Wow. Yeah, it's swinging now. We would have put 2 counters onto it, but we wouldn't have been able to do any damage. So So we get to stay alive. No clue how this works. Do they have a counter? Shocks the Wildgrowth Walker. All right. Take action. We'll put counters there. It doesn't matter. They're going to die anyway. It was coming down anyway. I feel like the shock would have been better placed to our face, especially if they had multiple of those. Target permanent card to our hand. All right, so let's go Goglari Findbroker. Grab this Wildgrowth Walker. Play him. And we might actually be able to stabilize from this with the Fine Finality. So maybe we just need more of those. I went down to Fine Finality for Villas, but probably not the best idea. Well, no, we'll see. If we can find Explore Creatures, life would be good. This is on another one, right? So it doesn't get a trigger on itself. Dude, we do not need any more Wildgrowth Walkers. I'm just saying. We're done with those. We are going to swing in, though. If they find just like an Omnath, I guess Omnath doesn't kill us yet. So swing in for 3, down to 11, and pass the turn. And we get to bring back this Wildgrowth Walker. I mean, the Journey to Eternity has had tons of value. He's going to swing in. All right, bring this back. Another Findbroker. Do we even have anything? We can bring back another Journey to Eternity. I mean, we have tons of value coming down on board. Yeah, only Journey to Eternity. We will play it on to this other Findbroker, I guess. And let's just keep back blockers. We know that they have things like Scampering Scorcher and the Trailblazer. So, like, we could be dead to that pretty easily. So, let's just hold back. Whoo! Dude, how did we come back? We drew 9 lands, basically. Okay, 7 in the top 11 cards. But 2 of those permanents that we got were weren't even worth our time. Man, that was ridiculous. Yeah, apparently this deck's decent. All right, up against NDZ. NDZ. How do you pronounce that? NDZ? NDZ. I think that's it. All right, we're going to keep this. We have all of the things that we want. And hopefully they all survive. If not, we still got value. We can throw some demons, hopefully, into the graveyard. Hopefully find some other things, and life is grand. So, Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, so let's see what our opponent's playing. And the fact that we're going first, huge here. Huge for what we've got. We'd like to find another land for this Jade Light. That would make life even better. Whoa, I don't know what happened to my screen there. It's because I put my hand up or something. All right, Wildgrowth Walker, pass the turn. All right, we like seeing these colors because that means it's probably not going to kill us. Llanowar Elves. Do they not have a land here? They did mulligan. Okay. Whew. All right, over. Ooh. That could be decent as well, but let's just Jade Light swing in for even more damage. Land and Findbroker is pretty decent. We'll keep that. Down to 17, past the turn, and I'm not really sure what we're up against here yet. We like the Spawn of Mayhem. I like Merfolk Branchwalker here as well. Llanowar, ooh, okay, so white as well. Risen Reef. Okay. We might just, oh man, Assassin's Trophy gets so much value for them right now, though. But we can, that way we can Branchwalker and hit Risen Reef. Alright, Branchwalker. See if we find land. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that. And we can do this in response to them playing something. They want to double block the Jade Light. We're also totally fine with that. Down to 10 and past the turn. Do they have a board wipe? Time wipe would be annoying. Tameo. All right, let's see what they're digging for with this first. What are you gonna name? Flood of Tears. Oh, this is an Omniscience deck. Okay. All right. All right. So we can deal with that. So they must have Omniscience in their hand, I guess this is when we just destroy the forest. They lose the enchantment. They're gonna have to block with Risen Reef to not be dead with the Jade Light, that should slow them down a little bit. Okay, they got a forest. That's fine. There's another land. They're close to the Flood of Tears. But they're also basically dead. Keep that on the... Yeah, let's keep it on the library. Actually, let's go Graveyard with it. We have Golgari Find Broker. We can find some other things along the way here as well. And all attack at your face, and... I mean, they still have a possibility. So they block here. We have to be putting pressure on their life total. Maybe Tamiyo, because if they do find Flood of Tears, they have enough mana to create one more permanent, and then Flood of Tears. Yeah, they have 6 mana there. So if they have another permanent they can cast, if they found the Flood of Tears, and the last 2 cards are Omniscience here, maybe we can actually still come back because they don't have a ton on board. It just comes down to whether or not... I mean, they have Tamiyo, they have Flood of Tears. As long as they have something that can draw them cards, they have infinite.
To the library.
To the library. They found the Flood of Tears! Alright, well, they probably still cast it here. Let's just see if they can bring out another permanent first. Alright, so they can't. Alright, so bounces everything back. We have lots of great ETB effect value here, so that's fine. So, Wild Growth Walker. Actually, do we just go Spawn of Mayhem? No, let's go Wild Growth Walker. Jade Light Ranger. Set up our draws. Vicious Offering Graveyard. I don't think we need that. I don't think we can use that. We have the Find Broker still. And past the turn with Branch Walker, Jadelight Ranger, we can still swing in for lethal. They have the 2 Llanowar Elves, that's fine. So, Cavalier of Thorns. Okay, that actually wins us. Oh, no, they still have Llanowar. But we also have Ross's Contempt, so... So, as long as we hit land, we win. So, Branch Walker try to hit land. Alright, we're going to keep them off of their numbers still. Ross's Contempt, kill the Cavalier of Thorns. They can't bring anything back to their stuff. Swing in. They can take the Wild Growth Walker down to 1. But I don't know how they can come back and actually finish this game with this situation. We have so much grindy value. And we do have the Spawn of Mayhems to just kind of slow it down. So we might even like play Find Broker for the other one. Spawn of Mayhem for the next turn. Now they're down to 1. That's definitely what we play. Man, I'd like to be able to play multiple things. We do have removal for Llanowar for the blocker. This is pretty close. This is a cool game. I think that I probably would have lost if I didn't know the type of combos they can go for with this. Yeah, so we do see Omniscience. So the fact that they were digging for Flood of Tears rather than Omniscience, it might just be because they are needing the right card, but... Yeah, what do you do here? Dig for Risen Reef? Risen Reef, maybe even go find the Risen Reef so you can get some extra value, get some more stuff into your hand. The Fairy gets to bounce something back. Okay, that's fair. But then we have Assassin's Trophy. So what do you bring back is the question. Alright, bounces back. Jade Light Ranger? I guess, yeah, Walker can probably be bigger. They already know what's in our hand. So, technically still alive, but Assassin's Trophy. Yes! Woo! Oh man, that was a good game. And they kept up the fight the whole time. That was intense. But glad that we were able to finish it out. I think that if I didn't know the combo, they probably could have finished us out off there. But I'm not sure if they actually had Omniscience in hand. They would have had to have Flood of Tears and the Omniscience in hand, and that would have been pretty difficult to do. All right, Rodunet, bring it on. Row down it. Row down it. All right, well, we have Wildgrowth Walker. We haven't even seen like most of our demons yet. I like this because we can still have a good amount of stuff going on, so let's keep it. But yeah, we really haven't seen our demons. We want to see some demons. All right, will Assassin's Trophy a Conclave Cavalier if it comes in? Calamity, that's what I meant. Cavalcade of Calamity. Yeah, let's just do that. If we had green mana, I would probably try for the Wildgrowth Walker into Jadelight instead. But without knowing that we have that, I'd maybe just rather wait until we get to turn 5 to do it. Hopefully we find something for next turn. Well, we're in decent shape at the moment. Down to 14. All right, well, there we go. So let's go Swamp and Wildgrowth Walker past the turn. Hopefully it survives for the Jadelight Ranger. No! Curse you. Alright, Goglari Findbroker to find it now. And hopefully land so that we can go Walker into Jadelight Ranger. Light up the stage. Okay. Another Shock and Scorcher. Okay. Vraska's Contempt. If we just play Golgari Findbroker, this is going to hit us a few more times. They can even Lightning Strike this afterwards. Let's just go for the Vraska's Contempt. Gain some life, back up to 13. Slow them down a little bit. They've been stuck on 3 lands. They're going to want to play the things here. Yeah, so Lightning Strikes our face down to 10. That's fine. Swings in for 1, down to 9. And I think that we can still come back from this point. Spawn of Mayhem can get big, but I'm not sure if that's the best way to go at the moment. Alright, Findbroker. Yep, grab the only permanent. And Command the Dread Horde could be pretty sweet, but we're so low on life. Yeah, and that's not good. Alright, we absolutely have to find green mana here. Alright, let me block Scorcher. Oh, give me... Yes! Yes! Alright, tap this right. Wildgrowth Walker. Jadelight Ranger. Yes! Oh, it's so good. Yeah, we'll keep that. Yeah, we'll keep that again. Up to 10, no attacks, past the turn. They can still hit a Cavalcade of Calamity, and we can still be in lots of trouble. Alright, Lightning Strike and Shock. Okay. Not the KKK, sorry. But anyway. Down to 9. Spawn of Mayhem can end up being bad for us, huh? Alright, so Merfolk Branchwalker. Yeah, we'll keep that in the library. And swing in here. We need to start doing some damage. Down to 16. I wish that I had not tapped down the wrong way there. That's actually really frustrating. Especially because it knows every single card in our hand is double black, and it tapped down black there. Typically it doesn't do that, but it did this time. All right. All right, so next turn they can swing in. They pay for these two. They swing in for 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. We have to find a way to gain life. Or finish the game quick. All right, pass the turn. I'm not going to swing in. I think that we actually are pretty close to just having lethal almost on board. Not quite. All right, but every turn that we wait, they can just keep doing this. And then just get closer to having lethal on one swing. So we do have to... I should have been pressuring a bit. Down to 5. They have burn in hand. Pass to my turn. All right, swing in with Doom Whisperer. Spawn of Mayhem might just kill us on our turn, so we can't play that now. So I guess that's part of the reason we wanted to hold back. This creates 2 blockers for us, but Jade Light helps us set up, I don't know, maybe something else we can do here. If we find another black mana, I guess we can... And now we find the Wildgrowth Walker. I'm not sure if I even should be keeping it, but... Pass the turn. Next turn that we can swing in with a lot of damage if they keep swinging in that way. Can they finish us off, though? Yep, they can. Nice. Let's see if they know if they can go all in here. Makes 1 unblockable. Yeah, okay, they got us. Yep. I mean, I'll do the blocks, but we know we're dead. Never mind, I'm not... I don't know why there's a delay on the blocks. Yep, and 4 damage exactly. 5 damage actually coming through. I could have just surveilled twice, though. That would have been fun to die. Anyway, that's a hard deck to beat, especially when they're going that competitively. We made a couple misplays with tapping the right way, but... they also had the right things set up, and, you know, one more game. All right, up against Cromx. Anyway, we are going to find some demon stuff, I swear. One of these times, well, that's the only, this isn't something we have to mulligan, though. Vicious Offering, maybe we can keep. Double Journey to Eternity, though, yeah, we have, that's like 2 dead cards, and this is great, so, I mean... This is just better, but it's so sad. What do we go to the bottom here with? Maybe Golgari Fine Broker. It's a little bit harder to hit, and it's nice to have the Fine Finality. So let's go ahead and throw that to the bottom. It is really good, but I'm going to go for having at least some removal in hand. All right, Wildgrowth Walker. Sorry, I just hit my camera, didn't I? There we go. Oh, wait. There we go. All right, Swamp and Jade Light and Swing. Swing! Well, 2 lands also works, I guess. Swing in. Have no issues finding our lands. Down to 17, pass the turn. Prime Speaker Vanifar. Doom Whisperer, that's fun. Alright, well... It's target creature cards. Alright, so... Yeah, keep that in the library for the Prime Speaker Vanifar. And I guess Finality also helps us get to where we can kill, hopefully at least her or something, so... Let's pass the turn. They are in blue, so they could be holding up counters for the Ross's Contempt. Biogenic Ooze. Okay. Gets to kill the Paradise Druid now with the Prime Speaker. This is only anytime you cast a sorcery. So what do we hit now? So we know that we have Finality that can kill the ooze on the next turn unless they have another Biogenic ooze. So let's go for the Prime Speaker Vanifar. We will swing in here and... yeah, just there. We'll keep back a blocker. They want a double block. We are all for that. We get to kill the Biogenic ooze, then life is grand. Alright, plays a Plains. So Bant Vanifar. Fairy Time Raveler. Okay, that's annoying. Probably just bounces back the Wildgrowth Walker. It's all good. It's all G. Mirror Image on the ooze. No, they got it. Alright. Oh, they got it. Alright, swing in. Let's see if we can get them to bait in the block for the ooze. I guess we should have swung face there to make it a little bit better. Alright, Finality. Kill everything but the big ooze now. They don't have any green mana though, so he keeps making himself bigger. That is an issue. So I should have swung at face there. They still did block though. Aggressively. Pays for it, down to 7. Wow, that's aggressive. We're gonna go for the Doom Whisperer. Down to 26. Alright, Doom Whisperer. Wildgrowth Walker. And past the turn, we're still at 26 life. Night Pack Ambusher, okay. This is a fun deck. I'm liking it so far. Command the Dreadhorde would be pretty decent as well. We get the mirror image that we can turn into a Wildgrowth Walker first. So yeah, Command the Dreadhorde would probably be the best thing off the top. We could actually probably just have it turn into a Doom Whisperer, might be better. It's a fairy.
Sorry, I'm late.
Bounces Doom Whisperer. I'm going to go ahead and pay once here. We need to have a good draw. Even though it's making our life total lower, Ross's Contempt is pretty good. Journey is not, though. So Ross's Contempt, we can go Merfolk Branchwalker, Ross's Contempt, hit. I don't know, maybe Night Pack Ambusher. But we also need to get down Doom Whisperer to actually finish this game fast enough. No blocks. Branchwalker also lets us hit in for some damage as well. No, because they could create another guy here. Neoform. Wow. Well, I guess they don't because they cast something else, didn't they? Another ooze. Doom Whisperer, Ross's Contempt. Let's play the Doom Whisperer. This way we can actually block the 5/5. We have the Branchwalker to chump. If we even want to chump. If he's swinging in too aggressively, we can actually just take out blockers and swing in. So let's just pass the turn. They hopefully don't have another bounce spell. Yep, that's fine.
This might be a bad idea.
This might be a bad idea. Paradise Druid. Alright, so they have more blockers. So now we just have to survive on the battlefield. That's what needs to happen. So we need 2 swings with the Doom Whisperer. which again, that's why I want to get it out there quick. So Biogenic Ooze. Not worth a double block. Yeah, we'll block. And these guys get so big. That is the issue. All right, pass them my turn. Yeah, we can't afford this. Nope, Doom Whisperer, huh? All right, so here's the math. All right, so Doom Whisperer, it doesn't actually speed up the clock. It just gives us more consistency with getting through, right? Ross's Contempt. Yeah, I think it just has to be Ross's Contempt. Up to 19, swing in with Doom Whisperer. We have one blocker. They can't bounce us this next turn, so we have one more turn that we just have to try to make this work. If we had another land, that would have been sweet. Pass the turn, and we're going to just take our beats, whatever happens here. Command the Dread Horde could be something that could bring us back into the game as well.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Good game, yes! Oh my goodness, wow. I was thinking he probably had something there. I mean, we played it the way we needed to. Whew. That was a close one. All right, let's head to the wrap up here. All right, so there you guys have it with Golgari contract, and we never once saw the Liliana's contract, which it is not necessarily the main game plan of the deck. But it was kind of frustrating that we didn't see a whole lot of other stuff. Doom Whisperers were great. We did put a Demon Lord Bells on. So I guess we did see every single one of the Planeswalkers, or the demons, except for Liliana's contract, which would have been nice in some of the games. But Wildgrowth Walker combo with Golgari Finebroker, all this kind of stuff, is it good? Yes, it is, dude. It's so good. And maybe we just need that extra finality because it's so good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck because I think it's pretty powerful. DanMcSharp, thank you so much for sending it over in the Tuesday Brews Day. I'm not positive with this next week if I'll be able to get to every one of these things. Actually, this video will be coming up pretty late in the week next week anyway. But I'm going to be out for a week in Utah, but then I'll be back to my normal schedule after that. And I'm going to try to still do all of the events even while I'm on the road. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.